I think today's going to be a great day because what we're going to talk about is a new drill that I've been developing. Its purpose is to create razor thin, fine initial lines. You know, the way competition is today, the initial line on blinds is crucial. You know, some dogs go off straight and they go a long way, and it makes the blind so much simpler than if you're getting a bad initial line and you're hacking the whole thing up before you hardly get going. It's very hard to recover once you've got a poor initial line. This drill takes my, what we call the 7-bumper lining drill, which you've seen in land fundamentals, water fundamentals. Okay, this is the original 7-bumper lining drill. Now, if you were beginning, you'd have them spread farther apart, and you'd be starting out here. So, and then every time you picked up a bumper, you'd move over. So you didn't have a very severe angle. But once they get knowledgeable about this, then you can get back. Good. Excellent. Sit. Okay, here. Now then you can get this really tight. Heel. Here. 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 Way out now. Back. Good. Attaboy. All right. Sit. Back. Good. Sit. Here. Back. Good. Attaboy. Okay. So that's the original version of the 7-bumper lining drill. Just for fun, this is a little short story. I used to take magic markers and put letters on A, B, C on each bumper. And I would tell people, I said, you know, this dog knows the alphabet. That's impossible, dogs. I said, well, watch, you call out a number. You call out D, for instance. And I'd say, okay, well, then I'd say, come here, Mallard, come here. Say, oh, number D, letter D. Did you remember our lessons? Letter D. Oh, heel. Sit. Here. Here. Letter D is going to be this first one here. Come here. Heel. Sit. Letter D. That's it right there. Letter D. Back. Good. So that's the advanced version when they actually know the alphabet. So step one is putting out the initial 7-bumper lining drill. The rules of this drill are to make sure that you can see them from line. So 1 is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After you've put those out, you go back to your line. I'm making sure that I don't let you skip any steps in this because they're all important. if you really want to have the right results. So you got to come back here and re-look at them and make sure they're visible from where you're going to run from. Is this the one that needs to be adjusted? Sometimes you have to use little props to prop them up so that they stick up, because this is a visual thing. The idea is wherever you're looking, that's where you go. Don't look here and then go squirt off somewhere else, because that's how you get in trouble. So that's the initial thing. Don't attempt the extreme advanced version when you can't do the basic version. Not just in this drill, in all drills, in anything. It's one of the biggest mistakes people make is putting dogs over their head and then getting in a big debacle over it. Got to do what dogs, you ease forward with your training. You don't do one thing and then jump to something way more advanced. I'm doing this with her for the first time because if there's going to be a mistake, I want it to be on film so you can see what happens when they do make a mistake. It takes a little bit of time to set up, but it's worth it. When you get proficient at this drill, where you can change the angle to very severe, you're talking about a half a degree of difference between one line and another. It's very, very, very severely critical. But it puts an additional responsibility on you, because once a dog learns to do this, then the job is up to you to get them lined up right. Once they're strong and they go in the wrong place, that means you didn't do your job, which is to get them lined up correct. So it's a wonderful practice drill, and dogs love it. They never get sick of it. When you have your 7-bumper lining drill, generally speaking, you're only getting the last one, then the next one, you go down the line. But when you have your stakes in back, you can mix it up. You can get those at any time. So I'm going to start by getting the far one on that side. Heel, 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 sit, or try to. Ready, sit. Right there. Back. Good. Now I'm going to get the far one on this side. I'm going to split the difference between these first two bumpers. Sit. Good. Here. Sit. Right there. Right there. Good. Back. Nope. Sit. Nope. Okay, that's good. That's a mistake. I'm glad it happened, because when it does happen, you go back, you put this down. This is the important part of the drill. What you do when they make a mistake. Sit. Here. You start from scratch, except you move way up and you say, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Here, sit. Right there, ready? Back. Up. There you go. Hey, 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 hey. See, there's what'll happen if you get them lined up right. They'll take the line, just like she did, right past everything. Perfect. Perfect example of what to do if they make a mistake. Here. Sit. Back. No, no. Heel. Here. Come here. Sit. Back. Good. Okay. Here. Sit. Sit. Now I'm going to get the white bumper that's prominent. Ready? Right there. Back. Good. Now I'm going to get the one right past it. Past the last one on the right. Sit. Okay, way out. Back. Good. Now I'll get the prominent white. Sit. Right here. 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 Back. Good. Now I'm going to get the middle long one. It's going to be real hard because there's no space between those bumpers. Heel. Way out now. Back. Okay. Good. Heel. Now I'm going to get the last prominent bumper. Here. Sit. Heel. You realize once they start to do this well and they go, if they get the wrong one, it's on you. You've made the mistake because they're focusing on something. This drill teaches you focus and you go there. You don't focus and go there. So when they get the wrong bumper, all these bumpers have equal value to the dog. The one they get is the one they're focusing on. So your job is to make sure they're focusing where you want them to go. That's the crucial part of this. And it's as much of a drill and it's a skill that most people just don't have. A third of the people that run dogs can't figure out where they're looking. You got to be the one that knows exactly where they're looking and teach the dog to go there. So now I'm going to get the last bumper on the prominent ones. Right. Ready? Back. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. That was my mistake. Heel. One of them is I'm on a side hill, and that's going to throw you off. So then when you practice this, you want to change your terrain. Sometimes you'll have a dip in between. Sometimes you'll have a little creek to cross. Sometimes you'll have a log to cross. You change it. I'm working on a little hillside here. That throws you off. It's just like a golfer. If every stroke was off the fairway, it'd be simple, wouldn't it? But some of the strokes are in the rough, some are uphill, some are downhill, some are out of the sand trap. You're always working with the factors of the ground you're on and the wind. You have to take all those things into consideration if you want a really immaculate line. Here. Get back, get back. Sit. I'm going for the last prominent bumper. No, right there. Back. Good. Now I'm going to skin through the first two. Get back. Let's back up here a little. Sit. All the way through. Ready? Way out. Back. No, no, no. No. So that was a mistake, either by her or by me. There was only about, I'd say, 6 inches difference between where I wanted and where she was. That's how, what you're practicing here to get that kind of line. Come here. Heel. Way out now. Here. Back. Good. Now I'm going to try the difficult one. Between these last 2 right ones, it's very snug. Sit. At first, now this is like I say, if the first time this dog has tried this, once you've done this a few times, you can really start snugging this up and making it totally intricate. Okay, this is a tough one, sweetie. Let's move up just a little. Come here. Get back. I'm going to go between these right hand two to the stake in the behind. Back. Good. All right. Excellent. Heel. Sit. Good. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That's basically the drill. I've mentioned most of the factors, but here's another factor. This is not a high pressure drill. You see, I don't have too many collars in my hand. This is not, oh, you make a mistake and you get a correction. There's no, the correction is becoming a team to get these lines. That's the correction. Like, come on, we got to try harder. We got to get this one. It's right there. And it's just, the line is just very, very delicate. And so if you're getting frustrated, somehow space this out, make it simpler, make it clear to the dog what you want. Remember, making it simple is easy for humans to understand. What you want is for the dog to make it clear in his mind. Make it clear to the dog what you want. You may have to at first move way up, but if you do, that's fine. What you're trying to do is develop a dog that's going to produce these razor thin lines for you in competition, when that's the edge you'll have over all the other dogs. So if another thing I want to mention right now is the big movie, we call it, but it's the course that we've developed to train young retrievers. This type of thing is included, not this drill, because this is the first time anybody's ever seen it, but please check that out and see if it's something that will help you. It's good for people that are starting a new dog. That's 44 chapters. It's 11 hours long of video. So go on my website, go on Hawkeye Media, and look up a complete course in training a young retriever. Also, please subscribe. I noticed a couple of you didn't subscribe last time. So subscribe. That way I get to tell you when another issue's coming. And one is coming, because I'm going to do an even more advanced version of this in the next episode.
And I heard a loud voice from heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. God himself will be with them and be their God. And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, no sorrow, no crying, and there shall be no more pain. For the former things have passed away. Then he who sat on the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said to me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said to me, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give of the fountain of water of life freely to him who thirsts, and he who overcomes shall inherit all things. And I will be his God, and he shall be my son.